Hey everyone, I am back with another video. First video I was introducing myself, talking about for the beginner barber, the barber that's starting out, about shops, about chair hoppers, about which clipper is better, corded or cordless, different things like that I covered. So if you want to know about that, you can go to my channel and look at that video. It's about a 22-minute video, but it's very, very informative. This video right here, I want to talk about starting off, for the beginner barber, the ones who is starting off, what clipper to buy. First, I want to talk about different clippers to what to buy. First thing I want to say is forget what's hot right now. Forget about all of that. If you're thinking about cutting hair, that's something that you're thinking about doing. You want to work for yourself. You want a flexible schedule. You want to make your own schedule. You don't want anyone telling you what to do, and you just have that passion to want to learn how to cut hair. Right now, I started cutting hair in 2000. In the year 2000 is when I started cutting hair, 20 years ago. And let me just say it was hard because there was no YouTube. If you wanted to buy clippers, you had to buy them brand new. There was no such thing as let me just go online and shop around and see if I can just buy something real quick, used or whatever. It was very, extremely, extremely hard. I believe eBay was out then, but I don't think no one was really, it wasn't as big as it is now. No one was really shopping in the year 2000. Nobody was really shopping on eBay, purchasing clippers and stuff like that. But anyway, I just want to talk about starting off. I believe that you should stop about what's trending right now and what's hot, and that's cordless clippers. If you're just starting off and you want to learn how to cut hair, I want to tell you, forget about what everyone else is saying. Get the cordless this, the cordless that. Don't do it. Don't spend your money. Don't invest your money into that. Later on, after maybe a year of cutting hair, getting the feel of cutting hair and everything like that, then I would move on to maybe purchasing some cordless clippers. But right now, I would go with the more economical price clippers, which is the corded ones. And I would start from there to get better. Also, another thing I wouldn't do is I wouldn't go get my license right away. I know everyone say go get your license, and I'm all for that. You definitely want to go get your license. You definitely want to be licensed and certified to be able to cut in the shop. But my thing is that if you are blessed with like maybe a niece not a niece, I'm sorry. If you're blessed with a nephew, shall I say, and you have a little, son or whatever, and you want someone to just practice on, man, that's a blessing. You got your test dummy. I hate to say it like that, but you have, someone that you can practice on, right there. Especially if you're trying to learn, you're trying to get better. You got YouTube. A lot of videos are very informative on YouTube where they show you what blade or guard or anything to do when in cutting. They tell you the ins and outs and everything about cutting hair. And a lot of videos are very, very informative. They're very informative. So you got YouTube. You can also go to the beauty supply store and invest in, a mannequin to practice on. There's a lot of mannequins out there, a female mannequin as well as a male mannequin, because you want to, cut women hair as well. But anyway, I want to talk about starting off your kit. And as you cut hair and as you first start cutting hair, you want to have a basic kit, and then you move up to a little bit better kit, okay? And then you move up to the kit that, is $2,000 kit, if not $3,000 kit, but that's going to come in time when you build your clientele and everything. But just starting out, I want to talk about the necessity, what you need as far as starting out. And what you need is, when you start out, you're going to need some disinfectant spray. I want to talk about disinfectant spray. You have your Cool Care and you have your Clipper Side. Both of these disinfectant sprays are very, very good. It doesn't matter. It's all about preference. Cool Care has a little bit more of a pleasant smell. Clipper Side, it sharpens your clippers, it says, and it's a great lubricant. It's a great disinfectant. Both of them are great. I'm not saying that Cool Care is better or Clipper Side is better. Both of them are great. It's with, both of them are usually about the same price. It doesn't really matter. It really doesn't. But you're going to need some disinfectant spray, you know, because you're going to be cutting people. You don't want to spread, you know, bacteria and germs to the next person and have the next person sick or whatever the case may be, you know. So you want to have that. I wouldn't, another thing was starting out, I wouldn't try to go to a shop right away. I wouldn't try to go to barber college right away. Because a lot of times in barber college, there's a lot of students. There's not a lot of instructors. So you don't have a lot of instructors that can just sit with you and baby you and give you step by step and know you're taking this too high or know you do, you know what I mean? Because a lot of times, what I've learned being an adult, when you're young, it's easier to teach younger people than to teach older people, adults. You know, because we get impatient. We just say, you know, I'm gonna give up. I'm gonna go and do something else. That's why I said if you're, you know, I would say if you're younger, then you can, I would say go on to school. But if you're a little older, I would say what you do is practice on your son. If you got niece, I mean, if you got a nephew, practice on your nephew, whatever, next door neighbor, whatever. Just say, hey, I'm cutting hair for free today. You know, I'm trying to get as much practice as I can. That's what I did. You know, I went out and cut people hair for free in the neighborhood when I was first starting off cutting hair. So, but anyway, I'm going to talk about the necessity clippers that you need when you're starting out. Like I said, the first thing is your disinfectant sprays. That is something that you cannot get around. You cannot get around not having disinfectant spray. You have to clean your clippers and make sure they are properly disinfected. Okay? The next thing you want to do, you want to have a pair of, first thing you want to have is a pair of outliners. Okay, now if you're starting out, you have your detailers, your wall detailers, and, you know, this is a corded version, because like I said, I'm totally against cordless clippers for starting off as a beginner. I'm totally against that because it's just too much money that you're spending and you're investing in, and, you know, you don't have a clientele like that. So it's going to take a while for the, you know, the cordless clipper to pay itself off. So invest in a corded version clipper. So you want to have a pair of wall detailers, okay? Or T outliners. But me personally, I would say I would go with the detailers first when it comes to my start out kit. The reason why is because preferably the black ones. The black ones is the one with the 5-star STD blade. This blade is smaller blade. The reason why I say I like this blade better, because usually wall detailers, they usually line pretty well fresh out of the box. Usually T outliners, you kind of have to adjust a little bit, move them in closer to try to give a nice crisp line up, edge up. So I like the wall detailers first starting off. Plus the T outliners, they get hot very quickly, very quickly. So if you're a beginning barber, it's going to, you know, you're going to take your time, and by the time you get to maybe the back of the neck or whatever part you start with first, this clipper right here is going to be too hot. It's going to be extremely too hot. And 9 times out of 10 starting off, you're going to have one outliner. So you're going to have to kind of wait for this to cool down to put it on people, because a lot of times this clipper, it can, even though it may not be adjusted or whatever, and it's you're using it fresh out of the box, it's a great clipper. I love this clipper. This is like my favorite outliner, you know, but because I've been cutting for so long, I know the ins and out about this clipper. But I'm talking about the ones that are just starting out. If you're just starting out, you just want to learn how to cut hair, this clipper right here is a clipper that you want to probably wait and get. This clipper right here is something you want to start out and get, because it works fine when it's fresh out of the box. It has a small blade for more coverage, more room to cover. Also, if you're doing kids, a lot of times when you're doing kids, around this part of their hairline, around this part, a lot of times the eyebrow is really close to this part. So if you're using a big T outliner blade like this and you're trying to get around this area, around this curve, you can cut off the edge corner of the child eyebrow. So the good part about this blade right here, it's small, so you can kind of maneuver around that without cutting off the corner of the eyebrow. So you, like I said, the first clipper you need is an outliner. Go with the wall detailer. You can't go wrong with the wall 5-star detailer. You can't go wrong with it. You know, I wouldn't get the burgundy ones because it has a T-wide blade on it. and that blade is just as wide as the T outliner blade I just showed you. Go with the black version, the black and silver version, which is the 5-star detailer corded, and it has a small STD blade, which is great for all around cutting. Like, you can use this outliner on kids, you can use this outliner on adults. It's great for outlining. So you want a pair of outliners. That's something that you need. Next, you need a pair of adjustable clippers. Now, this is where it gets a little bit tricky when it comes to adjustable clippers. Here, you have a Andis Master, okay? This is a wall super taper. This is an older model, so you probably won't get this one because it's an older model, but any adjustable clipper will work. Any adjustable clipper will work, whether it's the wall adjustable clipper or it is the Andis adjustable clipper. But when you're starting out, me personally, I would go with the Andis. Reason being, I have a Fat Master blade on here, okay? Don't worry about it. Disregard the fact that, because this blade will not come usually on your Andis Masters. It will not come on your Andis Master. So, I think I called it an outliner, but this is an Andis Master. You don't want to worry about this blade. I put this blade on here because it's convenient for me. It opens up to a 1A to a 2. But I don't want to get all difficult into measurements of the hair, but I just want to talk about clippers. Okay, this blade this clipper right here, usually it will come with this blade right here. It is a standard blade, what they call a tapered blade. Okay, it's a standard tapered blade. It has ridges in it. It's a standard tapered blade. This blade will open up wide where it takes off less hair, and when you close it down, it takes off more hair. What I like about the Andis Master is that it has, if you can see the ridges on the side, the little notches, okay? These are very convenient when you're starting out because then it lets you know where you're at when cutting hair. You know, if you open it all the way, okay, you're taking off a number 1. Okay, halfway, okay, you open it halfway, it's at an OA, which is in half. And then you close it, it's at a 000 amount. So you want a pair of adjustable clippers. Andis Masters are the best ones that you can buy when you're starting off cutting hair, okay? Or if you, these clippers are very heavy. They are very heavy though. So if you're a person that don't really want to cut with heavy clippers, you can, and you don't really care about the notches on the side, you can invest your money in a pair of wall adjustable clippers, okay? They have a nice thick industrial cord. They're a little lighter. They don't have the notches on the side, but they do get the job done. They have guards for them. They have the regular wall guards that you can get. That comes usually in a pack. They have the regular wall guards. They come right on and they snap just like that, and they work. They work. These things, they really work. So, like I said before, you want a pair of adjustable clippers. You want a pair of outliners. You want a pair of adjustable clippers. Okay? That's all you really need as of right now as far as cutting. You got your adjustable clipper, okay? And you got your outliner. And you have your disinfectant spray. This is all you need right now as far as cutting hair. When you're just starting out cutting hair, these are the 2 things that is a necessity that you need. This is all you need right now, okay? Don't worry about razors. Don't worry about none of that. Don't focus on none of that. This is all you need right now, okay? Now, as time progresses and you move on, you get better at cutting hair, you enjoy it more, you like it, you appreciate it, you update your kit. I'm going to show you what I mean when you update your kit. When you update your kit, you move from these clippers. You're still going to use them though. You're still going to use them. You move from these clippers, you invest in a pair of detachable clippers. What I mean by detachable blade clippers are, they're blades just like this, okay? You put them on, snap them, just like that, okay? They come with different blades. They don't come with all the blades. You have to buy the blades individually, okay? Detachable blade clippers, they give a really smooth cut, very nice smooth cut. It's really nice for coarse hair. If you're cutting very thick hair, it's very nice for coarse hair. They usually come with a 000 blade. Okay, the 000 blade is a very, very close blade. Very close. You can get a little closer, but it's a very close blade. So if you're doing haircuts that are like fades, like ball fades, or like ball tapers, or whatever, you know, you can use that 000 blade, and it will get just as close as the blade that normally come on your adjustable clipper. It's the equivalent. So the blade that comes with this is a 000 blade. Okay, this is not a 000 blade right here, but I'm just showing you what these detachable blades look like. This is a number 2, but I'm just showing you what the detachable blades look like. When it's closed on this clipper, it's a 000. When you get one, and when you buy a pair of detachable blades, clippers, they come with a 000. So they usually give you a 000. Sometimes they'll give you a 000 and a 1, but usually they give you a 000. That's the number 1 blade they always give you. Okay. You want a pair of detachable blade clippers. I like these. So if you're the type of person that you don't like bulky, heavy clippers, don't get the Masters. Get the Walls that I just showed you. These right here, they're a little bit lighter. You know, I'm not saying you got to get these exact ones, but I'm just saying any pair of wall adjustable clippers that have a taper blade. This is a taper blade on here. Okay, this is a taper blade. Any adjustable clipper that have a taper blade, you know, by Wall is a lot lighter than the Andes Masters, which I was showing you. So, you know, if you don't like bulky clippers like this that are heavy, you can always go and get, like, I like the Wall XLs. They are a little bit, I mean, the Andes XLs. They are a little bit lighter. This clipper is a little bit lighter. So you have an option in either the Oster Classic 76, or you can go with the Andes 2-speed XLs. Okay, that's updating your upgrading your kit. Okay, and you can also put, like, let's say if you want to do a ball fade and you want it really bald, you can buy, for this, you can buy a 50 blade, and the 50 blade will cut the hair even closer than the 30 blade that they give you. Okay, or let's say if you not really thinking about investing, because there's some barbers that don't even use detachable clippers. They only use adjustable clippers with the adjustable lever on the side. So if you know, don't want to go out and spend 40, 30 bucks on detachable blades, you can always just not buy any detachable blade clippers, and you can get a pair of balding clippers. Now this balding clipper blade is a 60 blade. A 60 blade is closer than a 000 blade. It's closer than a 50 blade. It's a 60 blade, which is the closest blade that you can buy if you're doing ball fades, or you're doing a ball taper, or anything that you're balding out. This is a clipper that is made for balding. It says it on it. It's a Wall balding clipper. It's made for balding. So I'm just talking about the necessities. And I'm talking about upgrading your kit, because you always want to upgrade your kit as you get better, as the passion grows in cutting hair. You always want to upgrade your kit. Okay, next you want to get a shaver. Okay, you want to get a shaver. I like the Andes shaver. I like this because it has a lithium-ion battery. Okay, it has a long battery life. It cuts very, very smooth. So if you're cutting a beard, or if you're trying to get a little bit closer than that 000 blade, you can use the shaver to kind of shave the sides that you want shaved down, and it cuts really, really smooth. Okay, then next you want to go into razors. Okay, you want to go into razors. You want to be able to give shaves. You want, me personally, I like what you can't go wrong with. I like the double edge razors. I like the Dorco razors. This is a double edge razor. You take these out, you break them in half, and they're going to look just like this when you break them. They look just like this. You put them on your razor holder. Okay, it's little clips on here. I'm going to show you in a second. I'm going to turn it around. It's little clips just like this. There's little clips on there, and you slide it in all the way closed, and you do your razor linings. So now you've upgraded your kit. You have your Wall detailers. You have, well, let me start off. You have your disinfectant spray. You have your Wall detailers. Okay. You have your pair of adjustable clippers. Okay. Now I said it's your preference. If you want to go with detachable blade clippers, you can. If not, you don't have to. Then you have your balding clippers if you want to bald out. Okay. Then you have your electric shaver. Okay, because you're going to need an electric shaver. All barbers use electric shavers. You want to use your electric shavers. Now, starting out, you don't have to use an electric shaver because you're not focusing on giving shaves. You're focusing on strictly just cutting hair. Then you'll move into the razor. So you constantly want to upgrade your kit. I'm not saying go out and upgrade it right away. Another thing that I want to talk about is another pair of liners, of outliners. You want another pair of outliners. You don't want to have just one pair of outliners and they're your workhorses and you're constantly burning those, because eventually you end up burning those out. And then sometimes they get hot as well. So you want another pair of outliners. I would say you need more outliners more than anything. You know, you need more outliners more than anything. It's more outliners than you do adjustable clippers, detachable clippers. You need more outliners more than anything because outliners usually they get hot. So like I said, I would go and get a pair of Andis T outliners. Nothing wrong with them. I would go and get them, and I would still use the walls as the go-tos. You know, and then those hard to reach areas, I would use the walls as the go-tos, the wall detailers, 5-star blade, and I would use the Andis T outliner as well. I would have both. You need at least 2 pair of outliners. You need at least 2 pair of outliners. But in the process of time, as I said, you're going to constantly upgrade your kit. You're going to constantly build it because you're building your clientele. So when building clientele, you want to build up your kit. You want to have more clients, more clippers, more quality clippers. I'm not saying that the clippers that I showed you aren't quality, but I'm just saying you want to have more stuff. You want to have more clippers. So as I said, you definitely want to have the disinfectant spray. All these clippers that I'm showing and I'm sharing with you are clippers that are necessities that you'll need. I'm not saying you have to go and get Andis. I'm not saying you have to go get Wall. You can go get Ulster. You can go get Badless. But you're going to need an adjustable clipper. You're going to need a pair of outliners. You're going to need disinfectant spray. Okay, you can get away with not using detachable clippers. You know, me personally, I like detachable clippers too, but you can get away with not using them for a while. But you definitely want to upgrade your kit. You don't want to stick with the same kit. You want to upgrade it. You want to get better, and you want to get better. But I'm hoping that this video was very informative. I'm hoping that I know it was long, another long video. I'm going to start trying to cut my videos down, make them a little shorter. But I just have so much to say, so much information. I've been cutting hair for like 20 years, and there's so much that I want to share with you guys, especially the ones that are starting out. I really want to share this information with you. I really don't want you to, get discouraged or anything like that as far as cutting hair. Cutting hair is an art form. It's a very long ago art form that's been going on for years and years and years and more years to come. But as I said before, when you start out, I wouldn't rush to go to barber college first. I would go ahead and start out with, cutting family members' hair, cutting, friends' hair, cutting your children's hair, neighbor hair, whatever. Start off doing that for a little while. Go get those mannequins from whatever, the store, beauty supply store. You have to go get those, practice, watch YouTube videos. And then once you do that and you master it, then go to barber college, because then you're just there to get the license, and then they can teach you at barber college the theory of cutting hair. You can know a little bit more, the anatomy. You can know a little bit more about cutting hair and the way hair grows, what it grows from. You can know about the motors of clippers. There's 3 different motors of clippers, but that's a whole different story. But they'll teach you the different things, sterilization and stuff in barber college. But now, when you're starting off, as I said before, you want to go with the basics. You don't want to rush and get no cordless clippers. Don't want to spend your money, spend $300, $500, $600 on cordless clippers. Just go ahead, shop around. You got Craigslist out here. You got Let Go. You got OfferUp. You got Facebook Marketplace. You got Close 5. You got Macari. You got a whole bunch of different sources that you can, shop around and just buy cordless clippers, and you can literally spend about, the way it's so cheap now, you can spend about $60 to $70 for a whole kit, a whole clipper kit. I'm talking about, you can pay $70 altogether. You get some disinfectant spray, you get a pair of adjustable clippers, a pair of liners, you can get your guards that you need, All that for 70 bucks. That's how, like, how it's things have changed so much. You know, before you had to buy everything brand new. You can buy used clippers. There's nothing wrong with buying used clippers. You know, and just, you know, take pride in your craft. And as time progresses, you know, you want to progress and you want to update your kit. You know, but I don't want to ramble no more. I'm about to let you guys go. I hope this video, as I said before, was very informative, and I hope you guys excel. All right. Talk to you guys later.